The importance of a good mouse for overall user experience is often underestimated as users focus on the technical specifications of the PC itself, especially in gaming, where its role is to translate your commands into on-screen actions as quickly and precisely as possible. To be honest though, these days, even for a relatively small amount of money, you can buy a mouse with a very capable sensor that will get the job done. However, more demanding gamers expect something more, whether that's advanced hardware and software features or the implementation of new technologies that provide even the slightest competitive edge. This time we got to test the latest Logitech model aimed precisely at that audience. Beneath its deceptively simple exterior, it brings very tangible, quite literally, improvements and innovations that make it both a more powerful gaming tool and a more engaging and customizable device from a user experience standpoint. The model in question is the Logitech Pro X2 Superstrike, so let's take a closer look at what's new and improved, and why you might consider replacing your already solid gaming mouse for this one. Starting with design, the Pro X2 Superstrike will look familiar to many who have previously used Logitech gaming mice. Its shape closely resembles many models from the G Pro lineup, including superlight and lightspeed variants, of which there are around 8 different versions in Logitech's current portfolio. This is clearly a shape Logitech has identified as suitable for most professional players, and those who feel like one, sticking to the "if it ain't broken, don't fix it" philosophy. Whether you agree, let us know in the comments. Personally, while I'm more used to the G512 kind of shape, it's hard to deny that this shape is practical and, unlike some others, neutral enough to suit both left and right-handed users as well as different hand sizes. It's symmetrical with a moderate arc and only slightly indented sides. Its overall dimensions, 125 by 63.5 mm and 40 mm at its highest point, help keep the weight within reasonable limits. At 65 grams, the Pro X2 Superstrike is just 5 grams heavier than the Superlight 2, yet still light enough to enable fast movements. The mouse body is made entirely of relatively smooth, slightly matte plastic, which despite the low weight can feel a bit slippery depending on your grip. Logitech has accounted for this by including rubber grip stickers for the sides and buttons, effectively preventing slippage. We actually think this is a better solution, as it gives users the option not to use them, plus they can be replaced if they wear out, unlike permanently integrated rubber surfaces. The Logitech Pro X2 Superstrike comes in a single color variant called Lunar Eclipse, featuring a white body and side buttons with black accents and primary buttons, which give it a very distinct look, so it stands out from the other Logitech models despite its familiar shape. On the front edge, there's a USB-C port for charging the battery, which offers up to 90 hours of use on a single charge. You can also use the mouse in wired mode via this port, though outside of emergency situations like forgetting to charge it before an important gaming session, we don't see that being that common. Especially since the Pro X2 Superstrike uses Logitech's well-known Lightspeed wireless connection via a USB adapter, delivering latency-free performance comparable to wired, along with an added advantage, a polling rate of up to 8000 Hz compared to 1000 Hz in USB mode. In other words, more granular reporting of your movements, arguably an overkill unless you have superhuman reflexes. Speaking of specs that exceed human capability, with tracking speeds of up to 888 inches per second and acceleration of 88 G, the Hero 2 sensor is designed so that even the fastest gamers won't come close to pushing it to its limits. The maximum sensitivity is 44,000 dpi, we wouldn't recommend trying that in Windows, and you can set up to 5 dpi profiles stored in onboard memory and switch between them in-game using 2 programmable side buttons. In advanced mode, you can also adjust X and Y sensitivity independently, as well as the lift-off distance, the height at which the sensor stops tracking. An interesting feature is ability to copy sensitivity from your existing mouse. Through a calibration option, you can set the DPI you used previously, then move both mice simultaneously, allowing the Pro X2 Superstrike to fine-tune its sensitivity to match. As for customization, Logitech G Hub software allows you to remap all buttons, the 2 main clicks, 2 side buttons, and the wheel middle click, assigning them functions, macros, or secondary actions via the G-Shift modifier. A new option is the BHOP mode for the scroll wheel, which prevents accidental activation by requiring a slightly longer initial scroll movement. Now, all of this is impressive, but not the main reason to buy this mouse. The key feature that sets this model apart from previous Logitech esports mice lies beneath the two main buttons. And honestly, it's something I immediately wished every mouse had, even outside of gaming, because it simply feels fantastic under your fingers. Instead of traditional mechanical switches, the left and right clicks use magnetic Hall effect sensors, meaning there's no physical contact. This brings several advantages: improved durability, no wear over time or dust interference, faster response, and ability to customize the feel. In this implementation, the magnetic sensor acts like a linear controller, while the software determines the exact actuation and reset points along the button travel. This allows you to fine-tune the click behavior to your preference rather than adapting to the mouse. With just a bit of tweaking in G-Hub, you can achieve noticeable improvements you'll immediately feel in-game. Logitech has divided actuation adjustments into 10 steps and reset threshold into 5. Interestingly, as you apply physical pressure, the software visually indicates how far along the scale you are, making adjustments easier. Gamers with a very light and controlled touch can achieve click speeds that are practically impossible with traditional switches. Personally, I found an actuation level of 2 out of 10 and the fastest rapid trigger setting to feel the best. Since there are no traditional switches, there's no natural tactile feedback, so you'll notice this if you try clicking while the mouse is powered off. Instead, tactile feedback is simulated using haptic vibration, whose intensity can be adjusted in 5 levels or turned off entirely. At the lowest setting, the feedback is subtle but still defined, allowing for faster clicks, while at maximum, it feels more like firm mechanical switches. It's an excellent implementation, not just a gimmick, but something that genuinely enhances the experience. All these parameters can also be adjusted independently for left and right clicks if you want very specific behavior. On the other side, the mouse features PTFE feet with a decent surface area, ensuring smooth gliding with minimal resistance. Logitech even includes an additional replacement puck with PTFE surface for those who want even more contact. While not included, the mouse also supports PowerPlay puck for wireless charging when paired with a compatible mousepad. Beneath the box, there's a compartment for storing the USB adapter. All things considered, the Logitech Pro X2 Superstrike is, in our opinion, the most interesting gaming mouse from the company in years. Most importantly, its innovations aren't there just for show, they are genuinely useful, improving both performance and user experience. If it also had a max speed scroll wheel instead of the standard one, it would be close to perfect for my taste. Even as it is, we believe it deserves our highly recommended award. As for pricing, the Logitech Pro X2 Superstrike will set you back around $180. That wraps up our impressions. Let us know in the comments what you think about what this mouse has to offer. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and maybe consider subscribing to our channel for more interesting tech content. You were watching Bench House, my name is Ivan, and I'll see you next time.